Okay, so one of my favorite factions in Fallout New Vegas, or in Fallout in general, is the Legion. Now, there are multiple reasons why, and not implying anyone gives a single fuck about my opinions. I'm just going to explain why I think they're pretty cool. First of all, I'd have to say that Roman aesthetic. It's pretty cool. Like, I really like Roman aesthetics in general. When you combine that with, well, and my next point, which I'll get into later, but when you combine that with, like, the savage, edgy aesthetic, yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. Second of all, is their edgelord savage aesthetic. Like, okay, I'm not going to lie, I really like the Legion's whole edgy thing they have going on, if that's the right word. Just a bunch of... they're fucking edgy. That's the only way I can describe this, is that they're edgy. And I really like their edgy thing they have going on, with the crucifixions and such. I'd say that it's pretty cool. I also like their whole anti-technology thing. It says a lot about the quality of their troops and their commanders. They have managed to force the NCR onto let's just call it an even playing field through use of sheer tactics and quality. Caesar is someone who definitely does his homework on this type of stuff. Additionally, I really like the whole... Additionally, I really like the ethics of the Legion, if that makes sense. The ethics of the Legion, because they're not one-dimensional. They're like three-dimensional. Sure, they do immoral shit like crucifixions and other things, but they do it for a reason. Listen. Now, I might be going into theorizing here, I'm not actually sure, but I believe that the whole purpose is, well, a synthesis. Once the Legion collapses after defeating the NCR, their governments, their ways of life, their military structure, and culture will combine. Because remember, the Legion isn't supposed to last. It's supposed to be the antithesis to the NCR, and form its way to be the synthesis. And then eventually, after it collapses, there will be a synthesis. All that they have to do is, well, destroy the NCR and eventually collapse. They're supposed to be the antithesis to the NCR. The antithesis. Which is actually kind of cool. Their sole purpose is to counter the NCR. That explains everything from their technology, to their militarism, to their lack of freedoms or an existing government, or their absolutism. And yeah. Also, I have a very nostalgic spot for them. I remember that I do a lot of shit with... I used to do a lot of shit with Fallout back in the day, and one of my main things I did was with the Legion. And especially as Volpes in Colta. And yeah, that's really it. But yeah, that's why I really like the Legion. From their combined aesthetics, to the cause of their formation, and how, like, and how, quote-unquote, and how do I say this? From their morality, their ethics, they aren't one-dimensional. They they actually have reasons to do what they do. They have Caesar has motives for what he does. That's why I really like them. So yeah. This was a short video, but it was just my test with something. You know, I just want to see how well this is received amongst my viewers. So, tell me what you thought of this video in the comments, because, I'd really like to know what thoughts on on my video, my opinions, my reasoning is here. So yeah, see you.